Hi, this is Rajiv and welcome to Word in Brief. For today's meditation, I want to talk to you about what I call the Elijah's Prayer. You find this passage in 1 Kings chapter 18 verses 41 to 46. Allow me to paraphrase the passage there. In that passage, Elijah the prophet tells King Ahab to go quickly to eat and to drink because Elijah hears the sound of the abundance of rain. Now, this is a very important instruction because the land was going through a very acute famine at that particular time. So Ahab listens to the prophet and proceeds to do exactly what's been told of him. Now, what does Elijah do? Elijah goes up to Mount Carmel. He assumes a position of prayer, kneeling down with his head between his knees. At the same time, he instructs his servant to go towards the sea and to look for the evidence of rain. You see, I find three characteristics of the Elijah prayer. The first characteristic is a characteristic of an expectant prayer. You see, when Elijah started to pray, he tells his servant to go towards the sea and to look for evidence. The servant is looking for the cloud formation. Probably the servant is looking for the actual rain to actually happen. Now, why does Elijah do that? Elijah does it because for him, prayer was not like winning a lottery ticket. He knew his God. He knew that when he prayed, that is, God would hear his prayer, and therefore he sent his servant to look expectantly for the evidence of rain. We find the same principle instructed to us in 1 John chapter 5 verse 14 and 15. And allow me to read it for you. And this is the confidence that we have towards him, that is God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he will hear us. And if we know that he hears us in whatever we ask, we know that we have the request that we have asked of him. So you see, the first quality is an expectant prayer. That when you pray, that you know that God hears you. And as long as you're praying according to his will, that if he hears you, then you will receive what you have asked of him. The second characteristic of the Elijah prayer is a prayer of endurance. The servant comes back the first time and he says, "Master, I've seen nothing." Elijah tells him, "Go a second time." The servant goes the second time while Elijah continues to pray. He comes back and he says, "Master, I saw nothing." The third time, the fourth time, the servant comes back and says, "I saw nothing." And this whole process continues until the seventh time. You know, if I was Elijah, maybe after a couple of times, I would have said, "Hey, you know what? This is not working. Maybe I should move on. Maybe this prayer thing is purposeless." But not Elijah. Elijah endured in his prayer. He endured until he actually received what he got. Jesus tells us of a parable. And if I'm not mistaken, this parable is found in Luke chapter 18 and verse 1. And this is what we read there. And he, that is Jesus, told them a parable to the effect that they always ought to pray and not give up. They always ought to pray and not give up. Some other translations say they always ought to pray and not grow faint. Always ought to pray and not get heartbroken, right? We always ought to pray and not give up. Elijah demonstrates by the characteristic of a prayer of endurance that he continued to pray until he got what he wanted, and that was in line with God's will. Right? The second characteristic is a prayer of endurance. The first is a prayer of expectation. The third characteristic of an Elijah prayer is a prayer that recognizes the evidence. A prayer that recognizes the evidence. The servant keeps going and coming back. The seventh time when the servant comes back, Elijah looks at him and says, "Did you see anything? What did you see? Did you find something?" The servant looks at him and says, "Yeah, I saw a cloud, but the cloud was so small. It was small as the size of a man's fist." But that was enough for Elijah, because Elijah recognized evidence in the midst of insignificance. Let me say that again. Elijah recognized evidence in the midst of insignificance. You know, perhaps for the servant, that was just a small cloud the size of a man's fist. You know, many people perhaps looked up at the sky that day and they didn't even recognize the cloud. But when Elijah heard what the servant saw, despite it being so small, the size of a man's fist, he recognized that that was the evidence. And he realizes that the sound of abundance of rain is very near. The rain is actually going to happen. The point that you and me need to realize, like Elijah, we need to recognize the evidence before the event actually happens. And that is the definition of faith, isn't it? Because in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1, we read, faith is the evidence of things not seen and the substance of things hoped for. So even as you pray, right, perhaps you're getting discouraged. I want you to recognize the evidence. I want you to see what is God showing you. It may be small, it may be insignificant, but that is just enough. So 3 characteristics of the Elisha prayer: a prayer of expectation, a prayer of endurance, and a prayer that recognizes evidence. And that's why we read in James, this is what the writer of James says: Elijah was a man just like us, but when he prayed that there would be no rain, God answered that prayer. And when he prayed that there would be rain, there was rain. The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous person avails much. God bless you.